Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we are here today to talk about the OGs. They're back. And from what I heard, this episode is given. It's given what we need. I have yet to watch it, so this will be my initial reaction as I'm watching with you guys. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for my algorithms. And comment. Let's talk about some shit in the comments. And I was just cursing for no good reason. Like, why I have to say shit? I could have just said, let's talk about some things. But no, let's chop it up. Let's talk about some shit in the comments. All right, let's get started. All right, so we start off with Evelyn talking to Brittany Renner. They go on like a stroll or whatever, and Brittany Renner's hair, ma'am, what is wrong with like straightening the hair out more, making it flatter to your head and pushing it back a little bit? Just push the wig back a little bit. It wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad. Even the red hair on her would not be so bad if it weren't for the wig just not looking great. But anyway, they're talking about everything that happened. Evelyn saying how her son is with the girl Amy, and Brittany Renner says, let's and she says, well, how weird is it that she's, really protecting her, this and that. And Brittany says, hold on, because I see a whole lot of, similarities in the way that you approached me about the Shaquille thing because you were protecting Shawnee. So it's kind of the same thing. And Evelyn's like, well, let's just circle back because my whole point of that is, the timing of everything. And it just looks funny. And then she's in the confessional saying how, the paparazzi just so happened to catch them at dinner. And she feels like Brittany probably learned some things about herself or what. My whole thing is, why do you care? Like, why do you care? Shawnee does not care. She has moved on. She's married. She don't care. Why do you care so much? Now, do I think that it's a coincidence or something strange? I even thought it when I first saw the pictures and everything. Like I said, I think last week that I felt like, okay, that's just real. But shit, Shawnee might have been in on it. She's a producer. This is her show. So she might have been like, y'all get together, this will be a storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't rule out anything with reality because they make up storylines. Because really, we've never heard about her and Shaquille being out and then all of a sudden she's on the show and now they're out. I don't care that they're out, but my thing is, like I said, it could have been a setup with Shawnee involved as well. But we move on. She basically just said, listen, he hit me up and Evelyn's like, but you're the one that invited him out. And I'm like, who cares? Who cares? But Brittany Renner says it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. It's not romantic. It's not a big deal. Let's move on. Evelyn says she'll give her a chance. And I'm like, oh, well, that's nice of you. Fuck does that mean? I'll give her a chance. She ain't did shit to you. But we move. All right, so they wrap it up with Brittany saying she would like for all the girls to move on and get along, and so she's throwing a little soiree for them to all get together. And Evelyn lets her know that she won't be able to attend because her daughter's turning 30 and she's having a party. Then we talk about Brittany having mom guilt. Oh my God, had mom guilt for so long when my baby was a baby, and you have to go to work and you have to. Ugh, mom guilt is very real. But she says how, she lives in a fair state where, it's joint custody and she can't bring him to LA. And I'm like, so basically she don't really live there. She's just there to tape, which is another thing that I don't like about reality because this is not reality. She's here for work. This shit is basically work for her. And so then it's not reality. Her whole family is not here. You know what I'm saying? But we're watching it, so that's okay. We should definitely be used to it. Um, and then they talk about how, she's saying how she's not getting a lot in child support, yada, yada. And Evelyn says, well, yeah, people would think that you'd be set because of who you had a baby by, and that just doesn't happen. And my whole thing is, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Let me tell you, if I had a kid with a celebrity, oh, it's going down. Like, you're not, I'm going to do whatever to get my money, period. Because I did the same thing with my co parent, and he's not a celebrity, but he's a business owner. He had money. So, yeah, I'm going to run your shit, which is what I told him. I'm going to run your credit, not just your credit, your background, everything. Yeah, I found, I'm not going to get into my stuff, but I'll just say that I'm playing no games. And so for these people to have people that were or that are, making a whole heck of a lot of money and you're just letting it ride, no, I would live in court. Forget that. All right, y'all. So we have Vanessa talking to her friend Amy, the famous Amy, the co-parent. The I was going to call her the other woman, but I guess she wasn't the other woman. Was she the wife? Were they married, or they just had two kids together? I don't know. Her and Evelyn Lozada's co-parent, Carl something. He was a baseball player or something, right? Anyway, so she's talking to her and she's saying, well, yeah, we got into it and her friends had her back, but you weren't there to have my back. Her girl was like, mm-hmm. And when I tell y'all, Amy is like real sister girl. Like, she's like, mm-hmm, girl, mm-hmm. Like, girl, okay, okay. I'm like, Amy. No judgment though, y'all. Amy can talk like that if that's how she talks. It's fine. So Amy ends up telling her, "Oh, yeah, I know it's very triggering for you," because Vanessa's like, "Yeah, it's very triggering for me, and I'm, having somebody because she's been cheated on. Bottom line, she's been cheated on. Who hasn't joined the club? It sucks, but it's not your fault. And you blaming the other woman, like." It's ridiculous because she's talking about, oh, I know it was 10 years ago, but I'm just pissed off because she came and wrecked the home. And what are you talking about? This man is who wrecked the home. And obviously, there were issues to begin with. Like, I'm not saying that Evelyn wasn't the side. We don't know. I mean, he ended up being with her, so we don't know. But like, to put all the onus on the woman is just really ridiculous to me. Like, it's really ridiculous. So you don't care about what he did. Like, he played no part in it. Really? But we move on. And she tells her, listen, easy, Tiger, we good. Whatever happened 10 years ago was then and it's done and we're good. You can calm down. And she's like, okay, well, I'll see if me and Evelyn can put a button on it. And I'm like, Evelyn's not going to like you. She is not going to like you at all now. So you can just hang that up. All right, next up, we have a scene with Jen and Jackie. They sit down for a little lunch, some salmon bites, and a little bit of wine. And she brings her a peaceful drink so that everything can be peaceful and they can, get along. And for the most part, they both said they like Vanessa. She seems cool. And I'm like, how? How? Every time I've been around her, she's been going at Evelyn and they've been doing nothing but arguing. Like, how does she seem cool? How do you like her? But okay. So I guess this is where we all mend fences for a little bit or whatever, and we give Vanessa a chance. So Jen starts talking about her relationship and she says he's younger. Jackie's like, what, like 5 years, 10 years? Oh, younger. And she says he's about to make 30. He's about to make 30. Y'all, he's a baby. He's 29. Like, he's more than young. How old is Jen? And I'm not about to Google it because it'll take too long. But how old is Jen that she is dating someone still in their 20s? Like, really, even though he's a grown ass man, 29 is grown. But, like, you were there with Evelyn with her kid when her kid was a kid, and he is the same age as Evelyn's daughter because Evelyn's daughter is about to turn 30. Like, it's just a little, I don't know. But she says she's happy. They're best friends. He's the best thing to ever happen to her. He's very mature, and I guess stranger things have happened. And listen, we just gonna leave it at that. Hope it works out because I love seeing Jen happy. I like, again, which you already know, I like Jen and I would love for her to be happy. So if it works out and yeah, she lives happily ever after, love it for her. Y'all, Jen is 48 years old. 48 years old with a 29-year-old. I mean, I don't want to say because it's her business. I'm going to move on. But Oh God. Okay. What could she possibly have to talk about with him? Like, what life stories can he have really at 29? And she got a lot. Like, she got a lot. She'd have been married, divorced, had Range Rovers stolen from her. She done had a boyfriend that turned out to be a killer. And like, she has some stories. And he, listen, she got out of college not too long ago. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Go Jen. She's a cougar. I ain't mad at it. I'm a little mad at it, but I ain't mad at it. I'm a little mad at it though. I mean, it's a little nasty, but okay. All right, next up, we have a very touching scene with Brooke and her father, and she's basically talking to him about still grieving the loss of her daughter, which I know I've already told you guys, like, that was even rough on me, like, because we had just seen her daughter in a couple of episodes. She's real close with her brother, they're kind of close in age or whatever, and we haven't even heard how the brother's doing. Like, that's, for one, for Brooke to lose a child, oh my God, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So I understand. She's saying how her life will never be the same. When I tell you I would lose my shit, like I would just be done. I would just be done if something happened to my baby. I know it's not good to say, but it's true. Like I wouldn't give a shit about anything or anyone if something happened, God forbid, to my kid. Um, but apparently, she lost a brother. She said she was young and he was killed. And then the father disappeared for a couple months. He said he was grieving, and grief just kind of sneaks up on you. Everybody grieves differently. You don't know, he said he didn't know what to do. So, yeah, very sad. And just praying for her and her strength because, again, I could not imagine, don't want to imagine, and I definitely hate that for her. I hate that for her and her whole family. Her daughter was beautiful, and yeah, she was very close to her brother. That is what like really fucks me up too because yeah, I'm very close with my brother, and if something, I mean, and my sisters, but some he's the only boy, so if something were to happen to my brother too, like I just can't imagine like a sibling that you're really close with. It's just terrible around the board. So prayers to her and her family. Ooh wee, y'all. So next we have a scene with a bunch of newbies. We have Brittany Renner looking a hot ass mess. I'm like, she just don't care. She's like, listen, I don't care. I'm just gonna throw this red hair, this wig, in a ponytail, and just come on camera looking however I want to. It's fine. The other girl who I said was unproblematic, I don't know her name. She's the one that's married to somebody in the WNBA. She has on like a velour cat suit, and I'm like, okay. And she also has this bright red hair. And I'm like, okay. Then Vanessa comes and her little workout gear that's not cute. She has a brand, right? Of like athleisure and, workout gear. It just wasn't cute. It was a short outfit. It wasn't ugly. It was just like there. Then another girl came. I don't even know who she is or where she came from. I hope she is not another person on this show because there's already like 1,200 of them and we don't give a shit about anyone else. So I know the girl from Mississippi that's married to the WNBA girl, she called her Kaylani or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. When they asked her who her spouse was, she said, "We're not married. We just got a kid together. We're not together." But she said his name so fast, I have no idea who she is. I don't care. Like, I don't want to be introduced to anybody else. No, no, no new friends, for real, for real. But looking around the table, y'all, they look a mess. They look a mess. They came on camera looking a mess. I mean, they're not ugly women. They're all pretty women, but they just, it's the first season and you can tell. You can tell because our girls would never, they would never be sitting out here looking like this. I mean, I guess we should like the fact that they're real. Like, you can't always be made up and look, but okay, we move on. So Brittany Renner says she's doing an ice skating event or whatever, and she wants all the girls to get together. Ice skating. It's so random, but okay. Oh, yeah, before we move on, I want to point out something that I totally forgot to point out the YSL bag that Jennifer had. So cute. So cute. It looked like a little Chinese box or whatever, Chinese food box. So cute. And that was very random and it was like two scenes ago, but I could not give it a special mention, an honorable mention for the YSL bag. Y'all, don't kill me, but I gotta point out one more thing. So next we have a scene with Evelyn and the girl Vanessa. Evelyn comes in her little Gucci pullover, her jeans, which we don't normally see her in jeans, and gym shoes. And this is what I mean. And what's her name? Vanessa just is there again. Once again, she's just there with a workout outfit on, and that's what I mean about the difference because the girls, I feel bad because I'm not trying to say the girls looked bad. I said they look a mess. They just don't look put together and pulled up like Evelyn is out here in the park. They're sitting at a little bench or a little picnic table the same way the other girls were, and she is all pulled up, ma'am, even in her jeans and gym shoes. And that's what I mean. I know it don't matter, but I just want to say y'all, I'm so proud of Evelyn. Oh my God, I'm so proud of Evelyn. But I'm jumping ahead. So they meet up, her and the girl Vanessa, they meet up. Vanessa says that she wished she would have spoken to Evelyn first before calling her a home wrecker, yada yada. We find out basically that um, the girl was pregnant. They both have 10-year-olds, Evelyn and the girl Amy or whatever. So Carl just ain't shit. He just ain't shit. Like a lot of ain't shit men. Nothing surprising, nothing to see here. Like it's the same old thing. And it's sad because the girl Vanessa was saying that she was taking it very personally because around the same time or whatever, she ended up miscarrying a child because she found out that her husband, who I don't even know how he got her. Now, how he get other women, but he got money, so maybe that's it. But y'all. But anyway, I gotta stop. I gotta stop talking about people and looks and everything because I still gotta have a grandbaby or more, and you gotta be careful when you talk about looks. But he cheated, and she's calling the girl a home wrecker once again, primarily blaming the other woman as opposed to him, and she was so resentful and this and that. And I'm like, I get it, but girl, if it was that bad, just leave. Just leave. Like, leave the situation. I know it's easier said than done, but is it? Like, really? You could leave. But anyway, they end up making up. Evelyn apologizes. She said, I am sorry. And when that came out her mouth, I said, oh my God. Evelyn Lozada just freaking apologized. She said she's sorry for saying the things she said to her. She's sorry for the fact that she had a miscarriage. And you guys, it's very sad because, like I said, she started crying because of what he did to her and like hurting her feelings. And I just feel like women, we can all relate on one level in terms of like it's unfortunate, but everybody has been like fucked over by a man. And like women, we just be loving them is the thing. Like it's like we just be loving them and they just be doing whatever. And I won't say they like all of them, but damn, can we just be in love and have it at that? Like, why does it have to be extra? It's unfortunate, but it's life. And yeah, I felt bad for her, but then too, like I said, leave the situation if you cannot get past it. And it's 10 years ago and you're still like really, really bitter from it. All right, so next up we got Brooke, Jennifer, and Jackie Christie shopping. Um, Jen, what she has on is she got on these Gucci boots, these thigh high boots, some shorts, and a little like a little bomber jacket or whatever. Super cute, super cute. Um, what's her name? Brooke looks cute in her. It's just Balenciaga overload with the logos and all that or whatever. But she still looks cute with the red lip. And then again, Jackie just comes in workout gear and she looks like Jackie. So they get to talking about Brooke's daughter, and we know that Brooke is upset with Jackie because she did not feel like she was really there for her when she lost her daughter. She didn't really give her the condolences and the love that she felt like she should have received from a friend. So Jennifer said she was gonna go sit down, let them talk, and we'll see what happens. All right, you guys. So we in that scene with Jackie and Brooke making up. Jackie told her she wasn't sure what to say to her, and some people don't. Some people are just uncomfortable in those situations, and don't know what to say. And she was one of those people. Brooke said, listen, all you had to do was this right here. Like, say something. Say how you cared or whatever. You don't know what to do, but you're here. If just show some sort of concern. And yeah, so they squashed it. Cool. Now we go to the skating rink. Again, so random. All right, you guys. So they're at this ice skating rink, and Jennifer is me. I am Jennifer. She comes in. She looks fabulous. She got on all this frilly boots and coat and everything, talking about how cold it is. She's like, I'm definitely not skating, and I would just be sitting here cheering them on, like, go ice skating. And I'm like, yeah, that is definitely something I would do and say and mean it. Like, when I say no, I mean no. I'm not gonna do it. But I'll be there. I'll be on the sidelines. But if it's too cold, maybe not. And apparently it is cold in there because the girl, I gotta learn her name. The girl with the WNBA wife, she was talking about how cold it was as well. And then you guys, the girl that they said looked like Kaylani or whatever, apparently her name is Clayana. And they did not put who she has the kid with under there. Like, I don't know who this girl is or who she is tied to. It's weird because they usually put who these people are tied to in their description, and she has nothing. So I feel like we shouldn't have to look at her. Like, why is she here? Why is she here, Ike? Yeah, so Brooke comes in with her little mink or fur or whatever it is on, and she looks cute. She got the two braids down the side or whatever. She says she is not skating either, and she was like, "Cause bitches are on thin ice, and I don't want the ice to break." So immediately the girl Vanessa is like defensive. Like, she's like, I don't know what she's talking about. If she's talking about me, it's gonna be a problem. But she says this, of course, in the confessional. But I don't know what would make. Oh, no, 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 no. I do know what would make her think she's talking about her, because Brooke did kind of really go in on her at the table in the last episode. So yeah, so she's feeling a little uncomfortable, thinking that Brooke is kind of coming for her. And y'all know Brooke is about it. She is very much so a fighter. Y'all, so the girl Clayana, the girl, we don't know who she is, she falls, and as she falls, Jennifer and Brooke are sitting on the sidelines dying laughing like, who is she? And Jennifer says she's so random, and Brooke is like, whose friend is she? And I'm like, we are all trying to figure that out. Oh my God, hilarious. She's like, she's so random. And she is, y'all. They just like threw this broad in here. Who is she? All right, y'all. So we have to talk about this moment because we know that this is going to come back up. Guaranteed by the faces that they make or whatever. Like, we know when it's letting us know, like, kind of foreshadowing that something is coming. So Jennifer and Brooke are sitting there talking about Jackie. And Jennifer's like, yeah, no, Brooke says that she knows how she'll proceed with Jackie going forward. I know how to handle her. I know how to, how I should deal with her. And Jennifer says, yeah, me too, with caution. And then Brooke looks at her like, and I'm like, she can't wait. Like, she's gonna go back and tell Jackie, and it's gonna be a thing. Like, oh, I thought we were fine, and then you telling Brooke that you're gonna proceed with caution, as she should. Like, y'all know Jackie is not wrapped too tight. Like, Jackie is not wrapped too tight, and it's coming. We know that it's coming. Every season starts off with Jackie being the sweetest thing ever, and Jackie wants to be the peacemaker, and Jackie, I love the girls, this and that or whatever, and then she ends up like snapping off and losing her shit and losing her mind. And then she goes back to, oh my God, but I love you though, and I just really don't want to fight with you. It's the same thing every season. So guaranteed that's going to come back up. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. But then we have Brittany Renner. Her mom calls and says that she picked up her son. However, the father, she was sitting at the father's house for 30 minutes before he gave her the address to a gas station where she was able to go and pick up the kid. And the mom was crying. The mom was crying. Fuck is you crying for? Like, what are you crying for? Oh my God. Like, it is not that serious. Is it shitty? Sure. Sure. But why are you crying? And she's like, Mom, why are you crying? But then, excuse me, but then she's like, oh, I'm so pissed off or whatever. I'm sure I would be too if you made my mom cry. But mom, why are you crying? Because you had to wait 30 minutes. Oh my God. Anyway, not even saying that he was right about it, y'all. I'm not saying he was right about it. I'm just saying what's wrong with her. What is, like, what's she going through that made her cry? We move on. All right, so then we have a moment with Vanessa telling the girls that she and Evelyn made up. Then Brooke says, listen, sorry that you felt ambushed or whatever. And then she says, well, yeah, when you come for me or my husband or my kids, then it kind of triggers me or whatever. And Brooke actually apologizes. I'm like, wow. And she's like, I apologize if you felt like I was coming for your marriage because I really wasn't. And maybe we can start over. And okay, so they're fine. But then we have Brittany Renna, who is drinking this tequila straight, pretty much. Like she just keeps taking shot after shot and she's knocking shit over. And they're all looking concerned, like, yo, you all right? And I don't know, excuse me, I don't know if the phone call about the co-parent like kind of triggered her or if there's something that she does maybe or whatever. We don't know, but we do know that she said she cut herself off at that point because they were talking about it was just a blank stare, like she was just out of it. Y'all, so we get to Brittany again. She's very sloppy drunk or whatever, and then we get to the WNBA wife or whatever saying that she's giving a dinner for her wife when she comes to town. She wants to invite them all. She says, Kaylani or whatever, can you help me plan it? Because she's an event planner. And I'm like, are you paying her? Or are you just asking her to help you? Because are y'all really friends? Because where the fuck did she come from? And then we start the conversation with Brooke and Jennifer saying, where did you come from? Who are you? I'm somebody. I am somebody in my own right. Okay, we understand that, sis. However, where did you come from? And they're trying to tell her, you just appeared. And Brittany Renner, super drunk, is like, she did not just appear. So the girl goes into this whole thing about how she stands. No, she's somebody. Brittany Renner goes into this whole thing about how everybody got their own name, and she stand on her name, and the other girl's like, yeah, I do too. So as Brooke is talking, Brittany Renner starts getting out of control and just being belligerent and saying just like I don't know, but she's doing this thing with her lip like she's like super bad or tough or like a tough guy. I don't know what the fuck she was. I don't know what she was doing, but it was very aggressive. So the girl, Kilolo, whatever her name is, she got up and she was going to Brittany to try to calm her down or whatever. Like, yo, it's not that serious. And as she's doing that, when she gets up, Brooke gets up and she's like, hey, so I don't know what Brooke was saying, but it wasn't like super combative, but because they were into it, it came off that way. So Brittany Renner's like, why are you standing up? Brooke then takes off her coat and is like, I can do what the fuck I want to do. They start going at it. Let me try to think of some of the reads that they said. Brittany Renner told her that she needs to talk to her plastic surgeon again or whatever, and Brooke is like, you need to talk to my plastic surgeon because your boobs are terrible, whatever. She says she's natural, and Brooke says, you're built like a boy, you're built like a little boy, and you're a whore. Hate that I got a kick out of it, but I did. I actually got a kick out of it because yeah. And then yeah, the Brittany Renner girl was just out of control. So that is where we ended off, you guys. And it's so funny because I was just telling my boyfriend that I was doing a video and he's like, well, which one? And I told him the OGs or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I need to do the other video, and I totally forgot that I'm not doing that shit. Totally forgot I'm not doing the other with the little girls. Sorry, the young adults, absolutely not doing it. So this is it for the Basketball Wives franchise from me. If you are still here, you are the real MVP. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Let me make sure this is the end. Hold on. Y'all, that wasn't it. Brittany Renner threw a drink in Brooke's face. And I said, oh, why you do that? Why you do that? Because Brooke is not going to let it go. She's not. and they wouldn't let her get to her, so she's not gonna let it go. And what did she say in the confessional? Listen, the state of mind that I am in, all I can see is red, and I'm not stopping until I get my lick back. And I'm like, Brooke is gonna fuck that little girl up. I'm sorry, but Brooke is a grown ass woman. Like, she unfortunately just had a grown ass child that passed away. She's a grown ass woman. Her kid probably was around the age of Brittany Renner. I don't know how old the girl is or whatever, but Brooke is going to, yeah. And I'm gonna be all here for it because Brittany Renner is then like getting in her car or whatever, and she's like, Brittany Renner, she's a problem. And then she does this bow where she almost fell over because she's drunk as shit. So, yeah. But that was the end. That was the actual end. And if you are still here, you are the real MVP. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.